Yes, keep doing that. Try to develop a strong memory of the feeling of that left arm. Good. Okay. Does that feel different?
Yeah.
Once that left arm moves that way without you having to think about it so hard, then we can have your mind think hard about something else. But right now, I need that mind thinking about that left arm. But what do we move to get there? Once you get to here, and someone says, Tom, move your right hand, let it move 6 more inches. I'm not going to keep my shoulder right where they are and move my hand 6 more inches. I'm going to turn 6 more inches. So once you get to basically here, your hands and arms are done. They're finished doing their job. Anything else has to be done is going to be done by the body. Coil. So I want you to feel like your hands are not going out here, but almost behind you. So you're really swinging in a circle around you. Yes. Really a flat circle. I want the baseball. Yes. Yeah, let's hit that ball with that new flat, I call it a flatter swing feel. Real round feel. Around your body. Yeah. That's a very good ball. That had some real promise to it right there. Move. That's a good one. Yeah. When I go back, when this club gets here, if it's on plane, it will typically be here, parallel to the target line. And when people do this, where it's going like this, that's called going across the line, and that's where yours is. You're going back here, and it's here instead of back here. I don't want this shaft going this way. You need to have it behind you, so that you're coming in here with it. And what you're doing is you're up here, and then you're having to reroute it, and that's just causing all kinds of weird arcs, and it's just these little extra loops that you're having to force yourself to get back on line. If I was to take this back, and I see that there, I know I'm pretty much on plane with this club, because it needs to basically be extended. If this club was extended, that shaft was extended, it should point somewhat on this line, the target line. So it needs to stay flat there. You end up getting over the line here because this gets too high. And you also bend that right arm. Yeah, that's what you want. That stays on plane. It keeps it simple. Boom. Just stays right on that plane, and therefore you don't have any complexity in getting the club right back to where it started. That's what in the right deflex as you drop down, and then you're going to fire something. There, that's what I want. Yes. I want you to feel like you've got a soda can under your right foot and you're squashing it in your backswing. You're going to squash that in your backswing. Keep doing that. I wanted to leave your right hand alone, but I wanted to move your left hand more on top of your thumb, as if the palm of that left hand is square to the club. I don't want you to feel like you're underneath that hand. So you're much more here, as if you're hitting the club face and your palm were in the same plane. Just like you're hitting the ball with your palm in your left hand. Okay, good. Now I want a little more dynamic setup. Sometimes you get up and you set up with what I call having slack in your joints. I need you to really have a nice dynamic setup, a nice extension in this right side. Little flex in the knees. Yeah, I need you to have that solid extension to start with. So you really tie your core, your chest into the club. Good one. That's awesome right there. That shot had character.
That was a good one.
That's coming back. See that? Your old technique, it would have started left and curved left. That one started left and started hooking back to the right and back to the target. We don't want to get bigger. We don't want to expand the length of the swing. This is as far back as I want you to go. Make it feel real compact. Oh, wow. That's great, Daryl.
Sweet spot of the club, too.
Oh, absolutely. You can hear a different sound.
Yeah.
And that's where you stand on that right side helps. Puts that low point in front of the golf ball. This is very encouraging. Very nice. I don't want to give you anything else. I need you to master these pieces that we've set up already. I need you to have so many reps that your body won't move any other way but this way, even when you don't tell it to. Right now. So when we get that driver, we're not going to swing any bigger than this. This is it. This is your golf swing right now. Right. I think that extended setup is really helping you get back to the ball the same every time. So that's an important thing you're doing. Nice extension. That's solid right there. I'm even seeing you swing with a little confidence now. See, now that's a good sign. Those are now the ones we want to cuss at. We've got a new bad shot to cuss at.
Yeah.
But we're cussing at a better ball.
At least it's not OB.
That's right. Yeah, I tell you, that series of golf shots was excellent. Okay, that's a good start. Good. You swung within yourself on that one. That's where I need you right there. Good. Let's just stay right there. So right now I want you thinking more about your tempo than position. Yeah, just simple like that. We'll change the ball in a minute once you kind of have some repetition with the tempo. Now, the ball is going low because you have de-lofted the club, so it's not at a true loft to get it up in the air. And a lot of that's coming from the left-hand position. The subconscious mind, when it looks down at that golf ball, it wants to do what's the most natural for it to do. Well, I just want to hit it with the palm of my hand. I just want to swing this. Even though I'm holding something, I would like to position my hand this way behind the ball. If I had a ball right here, I wouldn't swing sideways at it. I hit it with a palm. That's just common sense. So your subconscious mind will always tend to have a tendency to swing in a natural athletic way, which is as if we were hitting with the palm of the hand. I focus a lot on your right hand, but when you are gripping a little bit too far underneath this way, so your hand is basically like that. And the club is right where you want it to be, right square. I want it to return that club right there, but you're starting your left hand like this. So the only way that this club can return like this is for this hand to return like that. Subconscious mind thinks that's weird. They don't understand that. They want to be here. So even though you've started this way and you're telling it to hit this way, it's not paying attention. It's ignoring you. It's doing what it wants, and it will move this hand to here, palm. That's logical to the brain. Well, that causes the ball to go super low and right. So if the hand wants to be here at the impact, then start it there. So I want you to look down. I want you to feel like this finger, the bone from this knuckle to this knuckle is going right. We don't want to be underneath the handle. We want to be here. We want to kind of be in the fingers. Let's kind of feel like your palm is in the same plane. Okay, keep going. Good. Now your subconscious mind and your conscious mind are going to be on the same page. But you're doing with it. Now that left hand is not going to have all kinds of weird positions at impact. It's going to be in the same position as you started. I tell you, this left hand may be, in my mind as a teacher, this may be the thing that's going to help you the most down the road. I just want to sit here while I admire that one. That's the best you've hit today. Yeah. I mean, that was just quality. Your subconscious mind is starting to figure out how to do all the pieces with that new left hand, and it really likes it. It's going to reward you a lot with that result. Wow, Daryl, that is so good. Left hand feeling better?
Yes. Would I do the same grip with my irons?
Yes. You're going to be able to play golf today. Confident drive. Good. Well, now we have a new starting point. Every time we work on your swing, this is our starting point, which is much further down the road than our starting points were before. Yeah, we can build a super swing with this starting point. This was the point I wanted to get you to before I felt like we could go to the next stage. Even that, look at that drawing back. Yeah. You don't want to get too far there. You want to be this. You want to feel like this finger. Wouldn't get the fingers here. You want to feel like this bone. Push against my shoe with your left hand. You're almost using this finger to hit with. Like that. You're kind of pinching it. You're kind of pinching it with these two. But you don't want to get this way. That's going too far the other way. You're palm down. We don't want this way or this way. We want it right there.
Almost knuckle almost pointing towards the ground.
Yes. It's almost as if this knuckle right here, as if you're going to do a handstand on that knuckle. That looks really good. I love to see that draw. It's all right. That's just one that got away. That's one that didn't. See, one more good one with the driver, then let's finish up with that 8-iron because you haven't hit it with that new grip. Didn't have to wait too long. Stay on that right side. You're starting to sway. I'm even seeing your foot come off the ground on your back. Okay. That's the shot. So that's a key thing, is stay on that right side.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Very nice. Daryl, I'm going to show your backswing, and I was talking about how your shaft got across the line, and I only captured one swing from this camera angle before I worked on it a little bit, but I wanted to at least show you this one. And you can see how your shaft is going this way. Your target line is something like that, and you're kind of going across that. So here's Grant's target line or something like that. Then when he gets back to the top of his swing, his shaft is pretty much parallel to that target line, and yours gets twisted and gets across it. And one of the main reasons, a couple of things. One is that you do have a tendency to bend this arm a little too much, and you get this elbow here too high. This elbow is getting a little too high. Grant's elbow is going in at his hip. Then as I take Grant back in his backswing, you can see when he gets to the 3 position, this is when his right arm is basically parallel to the ground. The shaft of his club is basically pointing down to the golf ball. So that's the position you want to kind of get close to. And when you were doing this stick drill, you were starting to put that shaft in the proper position there so that your shaft is also going back down to the golf ball. And then as you took it further up to here, then your shaft was getting on that target line, with the target line being here, and now your shaft is much closer to that target line like Grant had his. So as Grant got it up to here, he was on the target line, similar to what you are now. His left elbow is pointing at his hip, and so is yours now. So this drill helped you set that left arm in a better position. Daryl, this is your swing several weeks ago when we first started making some adjustments. This is one of the few shots I had from down the line. It's not with the driver, it's with, it looks like a little hybrid. But I want to show the position you've gotten yourself in at the top of the swing. You can see your left arm is pointing way back here. Your club is going way over the top, not in a good position to be consistent. This here is the last session with the driver, much shorter. This is going right to your hip, just like the pros. You're not over swinging. Really good position. You've done a lot of good hard work to get here, so we just want to maintain that. This is what's going to allow you to play good scoring golf. So we want to get into this position right there and not in that position. So that is such a huge improvement. That's a great job.